So you're a new or intermediate online coach and you are making a few mistakes. Now, don't get me wrong. We've all made these mistakes, and heck, even I make them sometimes too. However, I want to bring your attention to some of the things that you could be doing just a little bit different in your coaching business to take it from meh to bam. Let's jump right in. Hey, what's up? My name is Jessica Ludlow. I'm an online sales and marketing coach, and today we are talking about 5 mistakes that you may or may not be making in your online coaching business. We're just gonna jump right in. I don't really like to sit and talk a lot at the beginning, so let's go. Number 1, when it comes to selling on Instagram or Facebook or online for that matter, you may be too focused on your aesthetics, on the pictures you're posting, on your graphics, on your documents, and how pretty they look. You are too caught up in all of the prettiness, the brand colors, and the this and the that, when all at the very beginning really matters is you building relationships. Now, yes, branding is important, and I have a whole nother video on that and a whole nother video on photo shoots because there is a time and place for it. However, it is not worth being compromised in another division when you are trying to get sales online. Because yes, branding plays a small aspect in getting sales. What plays a bigger aspect is building relationships, building real connections, being genuine with your followers, and getting conversions in that manner. So number 1 thing that you could be doing, these are in no particular order, mind you, but number 1 on my list is making sure that you're not too focused on the aesthetics. Yes, have nice pictures. Yes, pick some brand colors and make them look cute. Yes, try to make your feed a little cohesive. All important, but at the end of the day, it is not the end all be all. It is not something that you have to be on coolers.co for 6 hours trying to pick brand colors. It does not have to be something that you are spending a majority of your week on. Because one thing that I found myself in is an entire week has gone by. It'll be Thursday, and I haven't even engaged on social media. And I post only 1 post because I was too caught up in the, well, what do I want my logo to look like? And what do I want my colors to be? And what about this and this and this? All around aesthetics, when the most important thing was getting myself out there. And I wasn't doing that because I was in a little bit of analysis paralysis. And that's one thing that I want to make sure you are not doing. Number 2, on the complete flip side of this is you might be too focused on your systems. You might be too focused on your website. You might be too focused on a landing page. You might be too focused on, again, your documents. You might be too focused on your course. You might be too focused on your email system that you want to use. And do I go with this system or this system or this CRM or this CRM? Like all of these, which ones do I go with? When at the end of the day, yes, it's important to think about those, and I'm telling you that you should. However, again, not something that you should be spending all week on or several hours a week on, because at the end of the day, like I said previously, what matters is showing up and building genuine relationships and getting to know people like they are your neighbor down your street, like they are your best friend, like they are someone who really means something to you. So don't worry about whether or not you should be using Kajabi, Thinkific, Teachable, Wix, Squarespace, should I be on Facebook and Instagram? Should I be on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? What about TikTok? Should I be on TikTok? All of these thoughts are going in your head and you don't know what to do because, again, a little bit of analysis paralysis is going on. Take it one platform at a time. One thing that I really recommend you do, and I found that when I did myself, I had a lot more growth, is I said, okay, what is one platform I can focus on for the next 3 months? I chose Instagram. And I really focused on Instagram. And then I got a couple sales from Instagram because I really focused on it. Then when I felt Instagram was being managed and I could handle another platform, I'm here with Instagram. Now it's time to say, I'm going to start on YouTube. And I'm going to start here. And then when I'm consistent, when I feel good about it, and I work my way up to here with it to meet my Instagram, then it'll be time to bring on a third. only focus on the things that matter right now. And when you're in the early stages of your business, don't worry about all the big questions. Focus on getting sales and getting something under your belt. Number 3, we're doing a whole 180 and talking about something else. And this might press a little bit of buttons. It might press yours a little bit. But I'm not here to shoot you down. I'm here just to raise some awareness for you. So that is that you may be teaching something or coaching on something that you haven't mastered yourself, or that you haven't even gone through yourself. So you feel that you might be going in a bit of an impostor syndrome kind of aspect, and you're thinking and questioning, and you're like, I don't know how to do this, like I don't feel good enough to be doing this. And that might be because you actually don't know, and you aren't there yet. So that is where you need to sit with yourself, and you either need to figure it out how you can then serve your clients, figure out that answer, figure out whatever, or maybe you get a little vulnerable and you say, hey, I don't know the answer, but I am going to do my best to get an answer for you. Or I'm actually going to connect you to another person who's going to be able to help you with that mindset issue when you're more focused on spirituality or something, like whatever it might be, right? But making sure that you are open and honest with your clients when you're getting your first few, and you're open and honest with yourself, and knowing that I don't know everything, and that's okay. And I'm going to do my best to figure it all out, and I'm just going to do my best. Number 4 is that you don't know the difference between coaching and consulting, because there actually is a big difference. And what that is that coaching is holding a space. It's holding a container. It's holding a place for your clients to come and level up in. It's a place for them to come and talk to you, for them to come voice and figure things out on their own, while you're holding that space and that container for them to get answers. This is you listening and guiding them along the way. Rather, where consulting is more of you saying your expertise and you saying, okay, in my experience, I've noticed that this, and this works better. Or in my experience, I know that Instagram sucks with their algorithm because of this, and this. Or that Facebook was down recently because of this, and this. Or I found that in my business, this works better for this reason, and it might work better for yours as well. There's something called the 80-20 rule, and it's applied in multiple aspects of both life and business. And it's one that I really encourage both my clients, and I practice myself, and I know a lot of other coaches practice as well. And it's an 80-20 rule that says, on a coaching call, as the coach or consultant, you are letting your client speak for roughly 80% of the time. And then that other 20% of the time, you get to input and you get to say something and you get to give advice. But as difficult as it may sound, when you're in a coaching space, you are getting paid to hold that container for them to have to raise the bar and level up. And with that being said, it's you giving these people the tools for them to start talking things out loud and figuring out everything that's already inside of them and letting it spill out to the universe for the rest of the world to use and hear. Lastly, number 5 is you may be a little bit too in your head at the beginning. Mindset is a very big component of business. No one wanted to tell me. No one wanted to teach me. No one wanted to say that, that's true. Because you hear the business world as such a masculine type of world. Not good nor bad, just indifferent. You hear things like business is war, business is a game, business wants to screw you over, business is for the man, business, like, I have to go grind 24/7. But with that, there's a lot of mindset things that come up. But it's really recognizing the mindset side is a big part. So I encourage you, do you journal? Do you do yoga? Do you connect with your inner self and connect to your spirituality, whatever that may be, on whatever level that may be, to recognize that business is more than just a masculine energy. Believe it or not, there's a lot of femininity in business, and it's when you have that balance of the two, you feel a lot better. You feel a lot better for yourself and what you're doing with your business, and you feel a lot better for what your clients are doing. So let's go through a quick overview of the 5 again. Number 1 is that you're spending too much time on graphics and aesthetics. Number 2 is that on the flip side, you're spending too much time on systems when really altogether you should be working more on the relationships. Number 3 is you're trying to teach things that you yet don't have a clue about, and you're not willing to admit it and or get the right support for it. Number 4 is that you don't know the difference from coaching and consulting and when to use each, and that's when the 80-20 rule comes in. And lastly, number 5, you may be a little bit too in your head. So things like meditation and gratitude journals and listening to the world around you can play a big role and help in it. So, wow, that was so much. Now, I have a request from you. If you loved this video, if you found one thing valuable, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what 1 of 5 that you found yourself maybe struggling with, or that you could raise your hand and say, ooh, yeah, I am that girl that spends way too much time on graphics, because that was me. I get it. So don't feel bad. Just start to recognize these things and start to implement them differently in your business and in your life. All right, so what do you need to do? Like, comment, and of course, if you love the video, please subscribe, because I provide weekly videos all on online tips for coaching businesses that you need to get a hold on to. All right, I am signing off for now, and I'll catch you on the flip side.